Okay, today we're here on Bamford Edge. It is incredibly windy. I hope you can hear me okay. Bamford Edge is in the Hope Valley in the Peak District National Park, and it is an amazing location. I have been here before a couple of times. Once I used the sat nav and it took me somewhere completely different, but that's another story. But today, I'll just get over the start. We're going up to the top, which is up there somewhere. You can't really get an idea of where it is from here, but it's up the top there. And I hope I've got two mics on today. I've actually got the mic on the top of the camera and a mic under my jacket, a lapel mic, so we'll see which one keeps the sound out the best. I guess it'd be the lapel mic, but because it's tucked quite well under my jacket, it might muffle the sound a bit, but we'll see on that one. We've got about a 20-minute walk up to the summit, if that's what you can call it, of this hill. You're going to hear a lot of puffing and panting on this one because it's quite a steep hill to get up, but you get just a few meters up and you get some wonderful views. I mean, today's weather was supposed to be quite bad, overcast, but so I had plans to go elsewhere in the Peak District, but as soon as I saw that we may get a reasonable sunset, I thought I'll head over to Bamford Edge, because from the top here you get a look over Lady Boa Reservoir. You can get some wonderful shots from there, and I've walked in the past all over this moorland, and I've not found a better location to get a shot from than up the top of Bamford Edge. It's, you know, quite famous. You find quite a few people coming up here. Well, I just have to stop to keep looking around. So what I'll do is I'll speak to you once I get further up the hill, because all you're going to hear for the next 15 minutes is me puffing and panting. So as you can gather, I'm not on Bamford Edge. I'm not even in Derbyshire. I'm back home in Letchworth. In fact, it's next day. It just got too crazy up there. The wind was blowing, got even worse, and then these sort of rain showers were blowing through as well, and it just got way crazy, a little insane. So I thought it just wasn't safe to continue. So and you wouldn't be able to hear anything anyway. The audio was terrible. I mean, I'll show you a bit now of some. I did do some more video, but it came out rubbish. It was about another half-hour's video, but it just came out rubbish. You couldn't understand any of it. The images were wobbly all over the place. It was overpowering the gimbal. It's impossible to continue, so I just put it all away and thought I'll focus on getting some pictures. So I've got some pictures. I've got a reasonable shot, which I'll show you in a minute. What I had to do was weigh the tripod down with all my camera gear. So I put all the video gear, should I say, all the video gear in the rucksack. Put it on the hook on the tripod to weigh it down, to hold the tripod down. It was so windy, and then I got the camera up with my hands nearby just in case, and set up a shot. So what I did was I was at f10. I tend to use between f9 and f11 to shoot most of my images, because that's the sweet spot on this 16 to 35 lens that I use, and so if possible I stick between those settings unless I need to go higher or lower for a particular reason. And a 50th of a second with the shutter, and ISO 100 because we weren't lacking light. There's plenty of light in the sky, so had the filter on the front, the circular polarizer on the front, just because it was bringing a bit more blue into the sky for me, giving me a bit more. I like my colours, putting a bit more colour in the sky. And this is the shot I got. Of course, I locked the mirror up with this shot, and I also I bracketed the shot, although this isn't an HDR shot. I also, funnily enough, took some HDR shots as well, and I took those using the camera's own settings. I've never used the HDR settings on the camera, but I thought, well, I'll try them. I'm not here for a sunset shot because I'm not going to be here late enough for sunset now. So I'll try a few different types of shots. So I'll show them now, see what you think. I will put an annotation of the settings that I've used. On the Canon 5D I'm not sure what other models have them. It has a automatic HDR facility. I've never really used it, but I thought I'd give it a whirl, and it's a bit of fun, and see what we get. And the results weren't too bad, in my view. You know, I mean, I don't mind HDR images as long as they're not overdone. So in my view, I didn't think it was too bad. So I thought I'll include those. And what I'll do now as well is I'll show you all of those images, and I will show you some of the images I've taken here in the past from Bamford Edge. And it's a really, really nice location, and if you do get the right weather, particularly if you get a good sunset, you can get an amazing shot, just gobsmacking. You do have to be a little bit careful because it's a 40-minute walk down, and you don't want to be walking down in the dark, so you've got to be sort of get your sunset shots and get off the hill fairly rapidly, really. It's just not safe to be up late up there, even with a torch. I've come down before with a torch, and it's, you know, you don't really want to do it. You can't, holding a torch with all your stuff, it's just, you're better off coming down with a bit of light, at least a bit of light in the sky. So that's my recommendation anyway. So anyway, for now I'm going to say goodbye, but before I do, I'll just ask you, if you like the video, subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, and I will let you know. Comment as well, yeah, and I'll let you know when my next video is coming along. I mean, I'm really enjoying doing these videos. I'm going to try and do a lot more of these videos. They're hard work, but you've got to be fairly dedicated to them, you know. Hats off to these guys that do daily vlogs, you know, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. So, but for now, I'll say goodbye.